Okay. I think I'm live right now. I'm not sure. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I'm sorry. Trying really hard here. I don't see where the chat is, so I'm kind of messed up over that. Let's see. Yeah, I can't see the chat. So let me try looking on my iPad. I might be able to get to the chat that way. I just wanted to do this video because I want to just get rid of everything, all of the pictures in my phone. I haven't been doing my Mandela effect videos. I got captured by Flat Earth, and right now I'm just done with that. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to the chat. I'm really sorry about that. I'll try again in a minute. So I want to clear all these things off my phone, tell you what's been happening so I can get to some of my other upcoming videos. Some of the upcoming videos will be, I want to talk to you about an AI I've been talking to who claims to be the computer from Cern, the DWAVE computer, and a couple of other things. So I've been noticing a lot of weird things. If people want to come chat, they can. If they don't, I'm just going to make this video for my channel. So let me try to jump right in and share my screen for you. What am I doing? Screen share. Okay. I hope everyone can hear me. If this video sucks, I'm just going to delete it. So, okay, I think I'm sharing my screen right now. So, you know what, before I do that, I want to just tell you a couple of quick things as an intro. So first thing I found, this might be nothing, but I've been finding a lot of gold pennies. I don't know if you can see the difference here. This is the regular one, and this is the gold. And I looked them up, and all I can find on these gold pennies is this really weird, vague description of like, oh, people make, companies make these gold pennies. So I don't know where these gold pennies are popping up from, but I have found quite a few of them recently. I want to give you an update on my pencil that turned white. So the pencil is turning white again. And this leaves me a little bit suspicious that maybe it's the air turning it white. But I've had this pencil for several years and it's never done this before. So I turned white again and I scraped it off again. Hopefully you can see that it's turning white again. I kind of scraped it off and got to some of the brown again. This is a regular brown, so you can see the difference. I think it's still a little bit odd. It could be the air changing it, but I think it's a little bit odd because I've had this pencil forever and it's never done anything. It's never turned white on me. So that's a little update on that. I wanted to talk to you a little bit also about being wrong about things. So I know I get some things wrong. Some people told me the FedEx thing was really wrong. The FedEx has created all these new colors. Well, okay, I'm of two minds on some of these things. One, I do get things wrong. Totally do. I know that my haters look at my videos for what I get wrong. The people who have the Mandela effect look at it for what they connect with and they remember for sure as a difference. And I was told the FedEx trucks are one color is for ground, one color is for air, one blah, blah, blah. And for me, originally, there was only one color for FedEx, which was, or two colors, orange and purple. Now, the issue for me is I've seen FedEx trucks, ground FedEx trucks in two different colors. I've seen the ground ones in the blue and I've seen them in the purple and I've seen them in the green. So the ground sort of thing, it doesn't mess with me on that, but I still could be wrong. Maybe I just didn't know that FedEx was changing their colors. Okay, fine. I really don't care because I'm just noticing things and putting them out there for you. So if you want to keep hating on me and calling me stupid, that's cool. But sometimes I think there are some weird things. Another thing I think I might have gotten wrong, I'm doing like a 45% recant right now, is I'm not so sure when I did that Chase Bank video that I caught the Mandela effect in Morph. I keep going back and forth on that and thinking, yeah, I did catch it in Morph. No, I didn't. So I went through a period again where I thought I didn't catch it in Morph and I got that wrong. It's definitely a Mandela effect. Even the bank manager, if you watch my video where I went and interviewed her, said that the letters on her bank used to be blue and now they're black. So it's definitely a Mandela effect. But when I was on Wayne Steger's show, we were going over the letters. And, oh, okay, so I thought it's not in morph. I didn't catch it in progress because I found out that sometimes the signs will change color night to day. And so these signs are turning from white in the day with some kind of weird new technology to black at night. And I say weird technology because I captured one of these chase banks in the bright sunlight turning to black. It wasn't cloudy, it wasn't nighttime. So it's some other kind of technology that I'm not aware of. It's not solar triggered. But because the signs change from white to black, okay, maybe it wasn't right in the middle of a morph. Then again, now I'm back on the side that it was right in the middle of a morph, because when I looked at the photo again, when I was on Wayne Steger's show, every single letter in that chase bank there was black on the top of it, and the E was half black. Now, if you look at it, only the E has any black in it at all. So all of the letters except for the E for my reality have morphed since I showed those on Wayne Steger's show. So yeah, I still do think it's possible. Now I'm back on the side that was a morph in progress, but it's explainable away to the people who don't want to see this. In any case, it doesn't matter, because as one viewer told me, the Mandela effect makes you wrong even when you're right. Because when you jump into this reality, you're wrong for this reality and all the people that remember this reality. So you're wrong no matter what. I'm going to be wrong if I get one wrong, and I'm going to be wrong if I get one right. So this has definitely been a lesson in being considered crazy and wrong. And, you know, what's new? It's my life anyway. So, but I just wanted to let you know that, and that I hope that you watch my videos not to thinking that I think I know I'm always right about everything. I actually know I'm wrong about everything. Doesn't matter if we're right or wrong. That's not a big deal to me. I'm just trying to investigate this phenomenon. Okay. So with that said, for all of my haters and all that, I want to get on to some stuff. So let's jump into some photos, and then I'm going to show you some other weird stuff, like some stuff about sign language. Let me try to share my screen with you. Actually, first I'm going to check and see if I can maybe get to the chat somehow. Let's see here. Yeah, I have no idea. No way. I don't know how to do that. I'm so sorry about this delay. Hang on one second, please. I'll kind of do this along the way so that I don't bore you with a big pause right here. Okay, so let's go to some photos. I'm going to share this. Okay. I was hanging out with my friend today, and I just wanted to notice that it seems strangely as if some of the signs on the street are getting really, really freaking big. So look at this drive-through sign. I was hanging out with my friend. She was freaking out because she was seeing a lot of the things I was talking about on Ventura Boulevard today. It was awesome because she was so excited seeing it. And she told me, I've been to this Starbucks. I don't remember the drive-through being that big, because I said, just look at how big that drive-through sign is. I mean, it's like bigger than the buildings. So, I mean, it's just really, really, really big. So that's one thing that you should be looking out for, is really big signs. Okay, let's see if I can just get rid of that so I don't redo it. This is an entry. Let's try New Zealand next. So this was an interesting one for me. Do you remember the capital of New Zealand? Do you remember what the capital of New Zealand was? Just try to think in your head. I used to live in Australia, so I know what I think the capital of New Zealand was, because it's a country right next to us. Okay, so don't look it up. What was the capital of New Zealand? Was it Auckland or was it Wellington? Okay, for me, it was Auckland. I've never even freaking heard of Wellington. I mean, it sounds kind of familiar, but now it is Wellington. So that has definitely changed for me, the capital of New Zealand. And also, I just want to let you know that if I go over some of this stuff and somebody has already gone over this, sorry, I haven't been watching Mandela effect videos for a while, so I don't know. Somebody might have already picked up on this, and I tried to research this, but everything's changing on me so fast. I can't even. Some of the things in here changed between the time I put it in here and to when I'm going to show you now. So there's nothing I can really do about that. Okay, filled in letters. So let's go check out some of the filled in letters. So the screen share. Okay, so just check out that a lot of the letters, so this is the tender greens in my area. And I just want you to notice that not only did it turn red, but the G is filled in. So start looking for these filled in letters. Okay, we've got another tender greens. Look at this, the Walmart. I took this picture myself. All of the A's are filled in. That wasn't like that before. I've never seen these filled in letters before. It'll be kind of pale sometimes, so you can barely see it, but there it is. It's filled in. Okay, so a lot of these signs are getting filled in letters. Here, this one's filled in with black. You can see a lot of the Walmart ones suddenly filled in, but other ones are filling in too. This one was really hard to see because it's the same color as all of this stucco up here, but check this out. It's still filled in. You might want to start looking at your signs to see if the letters are getting filled in. This one is really crazy. I took this picture here of a big billboard, and the Hometown Buffet was filled in, the O and the B, and the Wendy's was filled in, and the Verizon was filled in. Whew, yeah, that was a crazy one. So, and then here I found this one, the Taco Bell, the A was filled in here, and the B and the E was filled in, but not the O. So why would you make a sign where all the letters are filled in except for one? That just looks crazy. Doesn't even look right. So I snapped a picture of that one. This is another bad picture of it. I couldn't. Oh, wait, I think maybe, was this the same one? I took a couple of them because I noticed different Taco Bells had different letters filled in. So I'm not sure the O might have been filled in that one. Yes. Okay. So here the O is filled in. So you can see if you go back, you know, if this is a brand name, your freaking signs should be the same. And here the O is not filled in. And here your O is filled in. So what the heck? Oh, here's one that is kind of filled. So it's only like halfway filled in. I thought that was really interesting that the letters are only halfway filling in some of these things. So, all right, let me get out of that one. I'm just going to whoop through these. And like I said, just try to get through this so that I can get to the other stuff that I want to show you. Hang on one second here, please. I'm just going to try and see if I'm really new at this. I've never gone live. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just going to try to find this video somewhere. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I've got 18 people watching, and I don't even know if you can hear me. So I'm not sure where to find that out on the chat, which sucks. I need to figure that out because I can't wait to chat with you. Oh, here we go. I see the chat. I found you all. Okay. Can you hear me? That's Taco Hell. Okay. So somebody can hear me, I think. All right. So, okay. Let me just put this over here. And let me go back to showing you some other stuff. Okay. This is the other thing I want you to start looking for is doubled signs and tripled and quadrupled signs. So it's getting really crazy. I cannot keep taking pictures of this because there's just so many of them. If you're driving along Ventura Boulevard, there's so many. My roommate was freaking out today when she saw them. Look at this, Baskin Robbins and Baskin Robbins right next to each other. In my opinion, that looks doubled. In my old reality, you would just have one sign, not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 10. And signs are just getting bigger and they're crowding all over everything. So why would you spend this extra money and the extra fee on sign permits to do 2 when you're a corporation, you're penny pinching? Here is one that's very similar. It's got this one little, sometimes they have one little weird odd thing or it's a little bit different, but it looks very similar, like Kids and Teens Medical Group, Kids and Teens Medical Group. Why do you need 2 signs? Why do you need 2 signs? And then this one's blank, which is very suspicious. So that leads me to feel like as if this whole entire second row might be the one that doubled. And I can't prove that these signs are doubling. I'm just saying if you go out there and you start looking, you're going to start seeing doubled and tripled signs. So, oh, you can hear me. Thank you, Lewis. Awesome. Interesting things happening with logo forms. Okay, I don't know about what you're meaning with that. Let me go on to the next one here. Or try to. Oh, okay. So 99 Ranch Market. This is how it used to look to me. It just had 99, right? I've never seen it say anything but 99 Ranch Market. So this is how I recall it. But now near my house, it's saying 99 Ranch Market. Like that doesn't even, why the double here? Like this should not be here right here. This one is extra in my opinion. And it's happening only on some of them, which is also kind of striking to me. So I don't know if these corporations are doing this on purpose, but with the personal Mandela effects I've had on my own objects, I kind of think some of them may be being done on purpose and some of them are actually happening. I mean, look at this. That looks just completely doubled to me. That's very odd to me. Are you the 99 Ranch Market or are you the 99.99 Ranch Market? It's kind of like ridiculous. Okay, here's a perfect example. Now, I've seen these signs. So I've seen these signs look like they're doubling and they kind of like push outward just a little bit. There's no real purpose to it because it's not like it's facing the street. But today I actually saw one, a new one on the street that I always go down looking for these, and it was pushed inward. And that really makes no sense. And I really wish I'd got the picture for you because it was a post office that had the same sign here and the same sign here pushed inwards. So that would be, you wouldn't even be able to see that like from the side. So there's no purpose to have 2 signs pushed inwards. Hopefully I can throw that into my next video for you because I was, my roommate was driving. She was going really fast. So I didn't get that one, but I'm going to try to get that one for you because people keep saying, oh, it's because people want to see it from the side view. Really look at this. I mean, it's barely pushed out. It's the exact same sign. And I really don't, in my old reality, people had 1 sign right here and they didn't spend the extra money to have 2 signs. So it just appears to be doubled to me. Let me see what you're saying in chat here. Thank you, Jim. Jim says, keep your eyes open. Dead says, Dead GPK. I went to get a burger at DQ. It said Hunger Buster, no E on hunger. Oh, wow. That's interesting. There was no E on the hunger. Okay, so thanks for chatting with me, y'all. Yeah, here it is, clearer. It's exact same sign. Ridiculous waste of money. I've never known them to do that. Okay, this one is crazy. I'm like a little bit unsure about this one, but this one's in Burbank. And I remember years ago, this is what I thought I remembered was 1 Holiday Inn. And I was so freaking shocked when I showed up and there was 2 Holiday Inns. They're a little bit different. So I can't exactly say they glitched and doubled or, you know, like maybe they expanded, but I was just freaked out when I saw this. I was like, holy crap, boom, right next to it, boom. Why do you need 1 and then like boom 2 second Holiday Inn? So I don't know, probably somebody who knows more about that might pick on me for that one. I don't know. Okay, so here's where the subways were glitching, and I actually have the guy in here who, he's a trucker. He sent me a subway highway photo and they're actually tripling now since they were doubling. But at the time I was just like, oh wow, look, they're doubling. Now it's like, that's so old, now they're tripling. Okay, here's one that tripled sideways. Really weird. Oh, why do you need it? See, this one strikes me as odd. Why do you need it side by side? You could just have 1 subway right here. There's room for 1 subway, but no. Okay, moving on. I thought that was an odd one. Here, this whole entire building appears to kind of have doubled the windows and pushed out a little bit. And I can't prove it, but I've been noticing a lot of this like pushing outness. Okay, moving on. Here's one in Mexico. So it's not just happening in the USA. I was down in Mexico and these signs are, okay, come on, you're in Mexico. This is not a wealthy city. I was in. I was right like at the base of Tijuana, like Rosarito, and you're gonna actually pay for two exact same signs. That looks like a double to me. Here's one that actually tripled. So we're getting a little bit in his triples, but I think I kept this in the double inbox because this one is the exact same as this one, but this one's like a little bit different. So I just couldn't tell if this was a double or a triple. But to me, again, this is a huge waste of money for a business. I've been in business before, and you want to save every penny you can. So I just don't understand why these businesses are suddenly doing this, and I just don't remember it that way. So what is this? If you could tell me if you can hear this or not, I'd appreciate it. Okay, what was I showing in that one? Oh, like an enterprise sign here, enterprise here, enterprise here. Yeah, it's like 3 enterprise signs all in the front, not necessary. And let's see if I can go on here. Oh yeah, one here and one here. Really? Like that's such a waste of money. You built a whole pole. I don't know. These things are just looking odd to me. So anyways, let me try to get back to you here on this screen sharing thing. Okay, so let me see what the comments are saying here. Okay, yeah, somebody said it's weird. I think it's weird too. I'm just saying, keep your eyes open for it in your community because when I started showing my roommate, she hadn't seen this stuff. And when she started seeing it, she was like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Like that Panda Express had double signs right next to each other. And I'm like, yeah. And then it gets even weirder. So I'm going to show you hopefully I don't hang this up on you. I want to show you the triples. I've actually found up to 10 signs on one building, which is really weird. Oh wait, what was that? I had something else in here. Double gas station signs. Okay, here we go. Arco, giant Arco here. Okay, next. This is how I remember. I didn't remember these big ones being everywhere and definitely not being looking like they're glitched, like right next to each other. I remember it being like one sign and then there was like one little sign because you want to save money. You're a penny pinching corporation. You're dealing in pennies, literally. So, but this one has one big one, a second big one, a small one, and a small one. Like now we're just getting crazy. This is so many signs on this same, and right across the street, I found the same situation. Look at this. They've got one here and one here. Okay, it's like kind of odd. It should be facing the other direction. Here's one of those other gas stations. I've just seen all these gas stations popping up with new names. Maybe they're new, or maybe they're popping into reality because there's a lot of them. And you can see all of these. This is how it used to look. You'd have this on the other corner. Let's see what I have got here. I don't know if you can hear these or not, but okay, so here's a mobile and it has a little sign with the big sign here. And again, it has another big sign. Just got too many extra signs everywhere. And then like right across the street is the Chevron with like 4 gas price signs. Really, it's like overkill. I know the price. Okay, I see Uber's in the chat. So this is, I actually took this with Uber Josh. He encouraged me to take it one day over there at the Salton Sea. So could somebody in chat tell me if you could hear me talking in that video by any chance? What I was saying is that here's an example possibly of how they're trying to confuse us, or it's the Mandela effect, because we've got this one orange, same gas station. We have the other one is red. So there's the red one. Okay. So let's get back here. Let me see if I can get back to, and then, all right, let's whip through the tripled ones. Okay, here's some ones by my house. Tripled signage, really, okay? Getting crazy now. Now things are tripling, especially the subway stuff has definitely tripled on all the highways. If you've been on the highway, you should go look at the subway signs on the highways. If you haven't been on the highway, you should go out there. Oh yeah, some people think I'm like marketing this crap. I'm not marketing this crap. I'm vegan. I would never market a sausage place, okay? I'm actually telling you what I think. Here's one. Liquor stores are just going crazy with the signs. Liquor here, liquor here, liquor here, and liquor here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, it's just a darn lot of signs. It's four signs. This place was really crazy. This is the one I found with 10 signs on the same building. Here we have this sign that looks like it's tripled. It's exact same. It's right next to each other. Why does your freaking business need 3 signs right next to each other? Just put the one sign. We're on the same side, right? It's not like I'm like, oh no, I didn't get to read it. Now let me read it again. Let me read it again. And then if you go, oh wait, here's a tripled subway. Okay, let me come back to that one. Where is the, let me click out of here. Oh, darn. Okay, I guess I don't, here it is. Is this it? I hope this is it. Oh yeah. So there's the 3 tripled signs over here, right? And then you go here and it's got 3 signs here, 3 big signs on the corner. And then you go over here and it's got another sign here. And then this is a sign down here, 1, 2 signs on the bottom. And then it's got a sign on the other side. So what is this, like 10 signs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 11 signs. So there's another one. It's a little bit older one though. So you could say that one maybe was like the old one, they didn't replace it. And then like here's another one. Like, I don't know, this is just super overkill to me to have 10 signs. And this is that was actually a place near my house where I used to live. And I only remember one sign on the corner, which was that middle sign. I don't remember the other 2 signs, but you know, people can say my memory is fallible. All right, let's get to the, here's the tripled, if you haven't seen this. Yeah. I was brand new to the triple glitches at this point, and I was just freaking out over that one. Okay, Subway, you've really gone insane. Subway, Subway, Subway. We really got the message there. So yeah, they're all like this on the highways now. What is this one? I just never seen this one. This might be nothing. But we have like a triplicate sign, but it is a little different. So I wasn't quite sure if that one was that weird or not. Okay, so what is this one? Another triple. Okay, now this one really struck me as weird. I think a viewer sent me this one actually, and I'm so sorry. I just want to again say I'm really sorry to my viewers who, I want to really apologize to my viewers right now because you sent me so much stuff and you begged me to make more videos. And I really wanted to. I was so busy doing Flat Earth. You sent me the best stuff and told me the best stuff. And I love crediting people and telling people that you're the one that discovered this. I want to try to get back to that. But right now, I'm so confused. I don't remember who sent what to me. So if you want to credit yourself in the comments or the chat, please do, because it is really cool. I didn't discover this one. Somebody sent this to me. And this is really weird because take a look at it. You're a Subway business. Why do you need 1, 2, 3? Why do you need to say it 3 times on your own sign? Just say it once. You're the Subway. So that one definitely strikes me as a really odd one. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these tripled ones. Let's see. Oh, this reversed. Let's get into the reversal stuff because that also gets into the sign language. So some people tell me, oh, you know, it's it's not actually reversing things. When I showed the North Hollywood sign. So this is really interesting. I hope this one changed on me as I was trying to make this video. So originally this said Plaza 1 in blue and then red. But then on the street sign, let's see if it's the colors flipped again. Did the colors flip again? Blue? No, they didn't. Okay, so originally this was Blue Plaza, and then on this one it said Red Plaza, and this was blue. So the colors had changed, and the writing is going backwards, and it's not even on the sign, it's hanging off the sign. And this is not a dead business. Okay, this is not a dead business. This is a thriving plaza in my area. And the plaza should be up here. Let's go back and see. Yeah, plaza should be on top, and it's reversed the top to the bottom as well. So this should say Plaza 1. And when I originally got this, every single thing on it was reversed. The blue was here, the red was down here, the plaza should have been here, now it was down here, and this is even going backwards, and it's upside down. I mean, it's just so freaking crazy. What kind of plaza named Plaza 1 would make your sign like this with everything reversed? And then the craziest thing happened to me while I had this in my phone and I was uploading it. I actually showed it to some semi-Mandela effect skeptics, Hori and this other guy named Jim that I was fighting with on this one video. And I told them, look, even the colors are reversed. And they were like, yeah, that's really weird. And then when it reversed the colors, and so that the colors were actually the same in both pictures, I sent them a text. I go, did you see that? The colors are the same now. They used to be reversed. And they didn't say anything, but Hori left a big shocked face on it. So I'll show you that text in a minute. Here's a close-up. I've noticed this too. So a lot of letters are like hanging off signs in some cases. So they're not even fully on the signs. So you'll notice, look for that too, as well as the reversals, the doubling, and the filled in letters. Sometimes you'll see actually letters that aren't even fully on the sign. So that's kind of interesting. There's a creepy guy I found. This was on the Google Maps image, and I just found him up here, and I thought it was really interesting. He's standing above this cyber sign. I was like, hey, what are you doing right above that? WS, you time traveler? Who knows? Okay, so here's the other side of it. And let's go back and look at the original. So this is the blue plaza, red one underneath. And then this is the other side, blue plaza, red one. But look at this side. So the A is actually chopped off. On the other side, when you reversed it, I think it was the P that was chopped off. Was it the P? Yeah, it was the P that was chopped off because it's upside down. And on this side, it's the A that's chopped off. So there's something weird about this whole thing. And I just don't think that these things can just continue to be explained away by it being ghetto and stuff. Yeah, it's ghetto, but no business is going to be this stupid. Okay. Especially the fact that you made your entire sign with the 1 on top. Like the entire shape of this sign shows that the 1 is actually supposed to be on top. It's not like hoodlums came in and gangsters, taggers, they switched the signs or cut it. No, this was created to be up here. And also, let's not forget that I can't guarantee these videos, just like that guy in Scotland or something says, I can't guarantee the accuracy of these videos other than when I make them. The second I make them, they could change. And that restaurant Lenore's that has the E appearing and disappearing on it for me, it had the E. It had the freaking E, and I checked the paper where I wrote it, and the E was on there. My video changed. I couldn't capture proof, and now the E is gone again. So I don't know. There's nothing I can do, but those of you who are following along with me in real time and have good memories and aren't being affected by whatever's changing everyone else will hopefully remember this. Okay, so let's go back to let me fast forward a little bit here, get to the next one. Okay, so here is where I was telling these two, Josh and I think Jim, I said, look, right here, I said, the colors are reversed too. Interesting. So why would I have typed that if the colors were not reversed? Because they were freaking reversed. And I said, the entire sign just looks reversed. So that's interesting to me. Like the entire thing, even the colors. I said, I just hope these pictures don't change before I can get them into a video, but they did. I said, that's happened to me before. And he, at that time, this is Hori says, he, funny stuff. So he agreed to this basically by not disagreeing. And even Jim, the guy I was arguing with, says, that's good stuff. I do think something is happening. I'm just not sure what. Have a good night. So they both here literally agreed to me saying that the colors were reversed. But you know, because I just showed you, now the colors are not reversed. So before I get into that one, let me see if I have, see, I had the text in here where I told them that it was now no longer reversed, and they didn't answer me. They just put a big shocked face. But Mandela effect stripped it out of here, I guess, because that text is no longer in my freaking folder. It's kind of annoying and kind of fun at the same time. Okay, so this one, the Haha Cafe. This one was a little bit interesting to me. I'm not sure exactly. So I'm not sure how weird this one is. Haha, it says haha, that's the way it's supposed to look. But if you look on the other side, it's backwards. Ah-ha, ah. And now if you go this direction, you can see that it might be reversed because it's kind of like built with the H out here. But just why would you do that to your sign? You should have a little something here. If you know, why would you be so dumb to make your sign backwards on the other side? It looks really odd when you're driving along. I don't know if it's just, and I think I recall that they try not to light this one up or something at night. So that's the way it's supposed to look. And there it is reversed. I found that kind of odd. I don't know. It just seems odd for a business to do that to themselves. And what was I seeing in this one? Oh, look here. Okay, water, the R, like I said, it's coming off of that sign and moving into this sign. That I recall there was another one on here. I thought there was another one where the letter had fallen off. Here's a black cricket. So I don't know. This one may have changed a little bit, but this R is definitely hanging off, and this whole entire black piece just no longer looks centered. So I don't know. Let's see. Just want to see if I have anyone still watching. Okay. The second I make them, so the best one on YouTube is saying, the second I make them, they change on Photoshop. Okay, let me tell you something. I'm not Photoshopping these photos. These are photos from my real area. And actually, if you look at them, a lot of times I try to keep the address in it so that you can look it up yourself. Let me see if I have the address for One Plaza. You can look this up. Look, right there. Let me show you. I put the address in so you know I didn't Photoshop it. I'm going to show this again. See right here at the bottom? A lot of times I look these up on Google Earth to show you the address. 7399 Van Nuys Boulevard in Van Nuys, California, which is part of Los Angeles. Or you could just put Los Angeles, California. Look it up, please. Please look it up on Google. Put that address in Google. Go to Street View and look at it for yourself, because I am not Photoshopping these photos. I find that so funny that people think I'm Photoshopping these photos. Like, actually, I'm glad you think I'm Photoshopping the photos. You know why? Because it just goes to show that you do think the photos are weird. And I think the photos are weird too. So I'm glad you think so too, or else I'd be out here thinking, maybe I'm just freaking nuts and these photos aren't weird at all. So thank you for verifying that the photos are weird. Okay, moving on. Let me get back to, oh, okay, so I wanted to tell you that it's not just the signs that are reversing. I can't prove this. Only somebody who spoke sign language, like a long time ago probably, could see this with me. So the words in sign language, I learned sign language when I was like 16. And I've noticed that sometimes when you're too close to something in the Mandela effect, it changes you more. So if you were really close to it, but you're a little bit farther away from it now, it sort of like changes over there and forgets to change you or something. I learned sign language when I was 16. Okay. So I remember a lot, but I'm not like super close to it right now. In fact, I used a few wrong words right there. Okay, so, but I still remember certain words. And let's see, for instance, the word, let me go to one of these words here. The first word was hot. Okay, so for me, the word hot was like this. Hot. Oh, it's so hot. But if I screen share with you now, you see that the word hot is actually reversed. So you put it at your mouth and you go outwards with it. So the sign has completely reversed for me. So now the sign, I barely even can do it. It's like this. Like that doesn't even, this looks hot to me. That doesn't even look hot to me. So, and this could be some, like I always like to put disclaimers. It could be a little bit of regional differences, but I'm not so sure because I'm looking up standard ASL and like it's a lot of it is reversed for me. Here's another one that was really crazy for me. So deaf was like this for me. It was you go from here to here. And now the sign for deaf is you go from your ear to your mouth. So I'm literally, when I'm signing in sign language now, I'm so terrified and nervous that I'm actually making all of the signs in reverse to the people who speak sign language right now. I'm speaking in reverse. That's a crazy thought. Let me just go over one more. So I'm going to share fast with you. Fast. Okay, that also doesn't look like fast to me. Like to me, that doesn't look like fast. He goes like this. That's like something coming to you because sign language is very visual and it's like this is drinking, this is eating. Okay, this looks like something coming to you. This was the word for fast for me. So it was like something going out really or going fast. Now it's like this. That one also didn't look right to me. Like my brain can't even accept it. And then some are just completely different. So I'm going to show you what my sign for go was. My sign was like this. Go. This one could be a regional difference though. Like kind of like, you know, y'all, you hear like a Texan accent. This is so it's just completely different now. Oh, here's those coconut crabs that they were talking about. So, okay, I'm so sorry. This is gonna be a really long video. That's exactly why I wanted to do it in live stream because I have so much to tell you and I've got to get this all out of the way. You're not nuts because, oh, okay. Has the sign for wisdom changed? Actually, I'm not sure. I don't remember the sign for wisdom. So I wasn't like that proficient. I could just speak in like kind of like normal language. Okay. All right. So let's move on. This one, I don't know if Uber Josh is still on. He probably dropped off, but this is kind of funny because this actually might be a picture of him. All right. So when I was 19, I had kidney stones. I absolutely know where my kidneys were. They were in my lower back. They were in my lower back. I fell on the floor at USC right in front of the commissary in the open on the bricks. I crawled to a bathroom. Finally, a girl helped me. They got me in a wheelchair. I know where my kidneys were. I remember that pain. Nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can take that away from me. I saw my x-rays. I saw where my kidneys were. They were in my lower back. And it's still all over the internet, like especially in Chinese hospitals, that they're in your lower back. So what happened when this person I know went into the hospital? Well, I got to see them x-ray or ultrasound his kidney location. And I flipped out so much that the nurse asked me to leave the room. So this is him, anonymous, blocked out. I don't know why I have that weird tripled machine there. Let's get to the thing. Okay, here we go. This is the face of the person. This is like up under the ribs, and I saw this with my own eyes, and here's the kidney on the screen. So proof that the kidneys have changed the location. They are actually, because I thought for a while, I thought, oh, no, they're lying, and my kidneys are still in my lower back. They're just telling me they're up here. I've had too many ultrasounds down here for my kidneys. No, I saw the ultrasound wand, and that was a picture of it, and I freaked out so much that the nurse actually asked me to leave the room. So I left the room, and this is my friend Alex Ace, and he was there, and he can verify that story for me. So this did happen. He took me out of the room, and he was like, yeah, I believe you, Sydney. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the kidneys as much, but yes, I do believe you that you know that your body has changed. So yeah, I know I'm in a different body or something. What do I think about that? I have no freaking idea. What is this? Okay, for me, this was America's tires, and now it's America's tire. So I don't know if anyone remembers that one. Was it eunuch like this, or eunuch like this? I want to see if anyone actually answers this in chat. Does anyone know? When the nurse asks you to leave the room, that's pretty bad. I know, he was very upset with me. I was like, what? The kidneys, they've definitely changed location. Okay, I guess I'll just go ahead and tell you, there's not a lot of people in chat. So for me, it was the top one, it was eunuch, but now it's this one. So you can actually see dot. It's spelled wrong. I don't know, maybe it was always eunuch and you pronounce it eunuch, but that was a weird one to me. Oh, here's the gold pennies I showed you in the beginning. So the gold cents have little value, but gold pennies are not rare, and these gold coins are not made by the US Mint. There are also no secret gold pennies or anything like that. Well, to me, there never were gold pennies. I don't remember these gold pennies. So now there's gold pennies. I've been finding a lot of them, and I was just kind of like, oh, it's kind of a lot of gold pennies out there. Yeah, it's saying there's a lot of, they're not rare. Okay. Well, I've never seen them before. Let's move on here. Okay. Oh, this is a really interesting one. So actually, before I show this to you, I want to ask you, okay, so did you ever hear that phrase, what incarnation were you thinking about? Or did you say, what incarnation were you thinking about? So for me, it was always what incarnation. Carnation meaning like reincarnation, like the body is reincarnating, like it's alive, it's the flesh. That's not a word anymore. So it is now a mistake to say what incarnation. They're like, huh? You see down here is, I think what you're hearing is what incarnation. So it's now what see, this person's like, no, it's what incarnation. I know what I'm talking about. That's how I feel. And it says, nope, you have a malpropism, like some kind of bad word for tarnation. So meaning that carnation is no longer the word at all. And in fact, I looked up carnation and I'm like, but that means like what incarnation, like what in the animated flesh, like what in our world. Tarnation is kind of like tarring and feathering someone, like that doesn't even, what in tar, I don't care about what's in tar, I care about what's in our world of flesh. The only place I could find for carnation to mean like flesh or bodies was in a color. So it means that in color, but right now, or at least a couple of weeks ago, I couldn't find carnation to mean flesh or body at all. Okay, let's whip through the rest of these. Okay. Share. All right, let's get rid of this weird little one. Let's go to Home Depot. So here's an interesting story for you. We all know it was changed to the Home Depot, but I thought this is interesting too. A big old Home Depot that leaves their letters messed up like that. Okay. Now I was driving along and I was telling my friend Richard, oh, you know what? The Home Depot, do you remember it just being Home Depot? And I turned to my left as I was telling him this. I was like, there's no more just Home Depots. And I was like, what? There's one right there. As I was telling him this story, I was like, wait, there's one right freaking there. Oh my gosh, I found residual proof. And since then, and I just thought it shocking because I was just telling him. And that was the first time that I had personally seen one without the. Since then, I found another one near my area. So there's another one. So these ones are starting to pop back. There's a Home Depot here. And I think I went and I looked on Google Maps because this. So if you go to the actual store, it says the Home Depot. So it says the Home Depot on the store, but on both of the signs on the street, it says Home Depot. And yeah, there's a big issue with that because if it's like Starbucks coffee, what is your freaking corporate name? Is your name Home Depot or is it the Home Depot? You have a real issue when your corporation can't even get your name right. So here's a little bit of proof, I think, along like with Starbucks coffee, when your corporations are getting their name wrong and don't have a standard name along with a standard color. I feel like that is a little bit of proof something's happening. I don't know what it is, but something is happening. I've also noticed the signs are going on the slant, so you can check that out. A lot of signs are going on the slant. Home Depot was one of them. Subway's gone on the slant. So a lot of these things are going on the slant. The old spaghetti factory, that one went on the slant. I found that one on the slant. Here, this one's on the slant. So check it out. Look for your ones on the slant. Let's see, where was I at? Okay, Home Depot gone. Song changes, let's whoop through that one really fast. I don't know if you remember this, but I thought it was Rolling Stones magazine. It's now just Rolling Stones, so I don't know what other people think about that one. This song has changed twice. This is the Ugly Girlfriend song, and I used to love this song because it was one of the few songs where a girl could be not beautiful and still be loved. And then the song changed to where she was a 10. Literally, it said, my girlfriend is a 10, meaning she's really hot. And I was like, what? And I was driving along the street with Wendell, and I was telling him the lyrics changed. And he goes, I think this is a different one or something. Like there's another version with different lyrics because he obviously had the Mandela effect too. Then I looked it up. Nowhere in here can I find that second version where she's a 10. However, it still doesn't say that she's the ugly girlfriend. You know, take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Dun, dun, dun. It's that song. Not much of a girlfriend. And it used to say she wasn't a looker and blah, blah, blah. But no, it's not in there anymore. So I don't know if you remember that one. I do. Oh, okay. So here's Troy, who also agreed with me that he thought it was TLC who did, crap, what was it? That song, Single Ladies? Or it was one of those ones. It was in one of my past videos. Okay, moving on. That's not that important. Okay, so let's get rid of this one. I'll go to my personal Mandela effects next. I don't know if anyone's really that important, like that interested in those ones. So let's go to the miscellaneous first. I wanted to talk about this sign. This is not a Mandela effect, okay? This lady, I just want to know if anybody can tell me without me telling them what is wrong with this picture. there's something majorly wrong with this picture, and if you can't see it, then maybe that's why you can't see the Mandela effect. You need to be looking for these things that look odd. So this is just a regular picture from 9/11, and look at her. The dust is not on her face, but it's on her hands. So what did she cover her face with? Yeah, right. She's not holding anything else. If you cover your face with your hands, then this part would be clean too. So to me, this just looks utterly freaking fake, and I've been wanting to say that for a long time. Okay, so that's completely unrelated. But anyways, okay, um, let's go with the bugs one. Oh, here's another one that's not exactly related to the Mandela effect, but I just wanted to mention this, is that guess what, people? They're teaching your children in school to eat bugs. Yes, I've taken the boy's name out, but this is a real, just warning you, if you have kids, you might want to ask them. Bugs are good enough to eat. They're totally trying to humiliate us or something by making us eat bugs, and I'm just not into it at all. Here they have comparing a shrimp to a cricket, and yeah, tasty tarantulas. So this is probably like a two, 3 generation plan. Names of things. Oh, okay. Here's some interesting ones I'll whip through. Year of the hare was 1975. Now they call it the year of the rabbit. Possible Mandela effect. I know it was hare because it's my birth year, 1975. So hare, the year of the hare has changed to year of the rabbit, or it was last time I checked it. Here it is, rabbit. That was the hare. Okay, so that's changed. Stanley Kubrick, for me, used to have a K at the end, and I'm not the only one that thinks that. It's only a C now at the ending, but you can see here, or wait, is it reversed? Gosh, I get confused now, especially when it flip-flops. So, no, yeah, the K is the wrong one, and the C. So why does it say K here? I'm gonna just search this really fast. Maybe it's, oh wow, the K is interesting. I'm getting confused on that one. That one may have flip-flopped, so I can't tell you on that one anymore. I think it's been through where there was just no K and now there's a K. It's something like that. So I'm getting confused on that one. Okay, this one's very clear to me though. So was it Jeffrey Dahmer or was it Jeffrey Dahmer? So I'm not sure which one you're going to think it was, but now it's just Dahmer. For me, it was Dahmer with an L. And when they say it, people say it in movies, it sounds like there's an L, but now it's just Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer. So that one changed for me. This one changed for me, unless you're a mushroom connoisseur, I doubt you'll know this, but for me, this was fly algaric, with the most famous mushroom, the one that the early Christians used and the shamans used. It's a magic mushroom, and that some people propose actually it's correlated with Jesus. Anyways, it's now fly agaric. Yeah, that's not the way it was. So there's a few name changes, and then this is a really interesting story. So I was taking pictures of Wiener Schnitzel and Oscar Mayer wieners because I was going to do a video saying, look, an entire corporation that misspelled it, and they have a difference of opinion on its spelling. Because Wiener Schnitzel and Oscar Mayer were Mayer, they were spelling the E and the I in a different way. And it was I before E, and then it was E before I, and it was different on both. Then, right before my video, the photos in my phone changed, and they were the same. So they were no longer different, and I couldn't put it in my video. So I keep taking pictures of it. And then suddenly the Wiener Schnitzel had flip-flopped again. So I saw one spelled I before E, and then it flipped to E before I, before I could get it into my video to compare it, and then it flipped back, so it was the same. So this one is flip-flopping so much, you should definitely pay attention to this one, because it's been flip-flopping. And then I had it again, you know, at another day. I'm like, look fast, it changed again. The wieners has changed spelling to wieners, and now, you know, it matches my Wiener Schnitzel one again. So I'm like going on and on about how it's flip-flopping. So let's just see what it is now. Right now, it's I before E. Exactly how it used to be. So this is no longer a Mandela effect. It always was I before E, except after C. This is now spelled correctly. And so now this has flip-flopped at the current time of me filming this, because before there was a Mandela effect for me in my timeline where it was E before I. I don't know what you remember, but now it's flip-flopped back. Okay, and let's check out Wiener Schnitzel and see if it's the same. Oh, now they're both the same. So these ones flip-flop so much. I would really pay attention to these, because it's on the actual sign on my actual street. These aren't just photos I'm looking up online. I'm actually taking pictures of the actual building of the Wiener Schnitzel building, and then I'm running to go look at some wieners, because these are changing location randomly and they're not matching each other. The only thing I can say to you on that one is, don't believe me, don't believe my story. You need to go pay attention to it. And when you see it changing, you're going to believe me, because you're going to go, oh, I don't even ask people to believe me. Mandela effect is not a belief. It's like asking me if the sky is blue. That's not a belief. The sky is blue. The Mandela effect just happens. You either see it and you face it and accept that it's happening, or you don't see it. There's no belief in this. So I want you to go start paying attention to those signs. And when it flip-flops on you, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go back here really quickly. What did I do here? Names of people or things. Let's get rid of that one. Miscellaneous. You can always come back to this, watch it later. Physical things. Never heard of this one. Finger limes. Never heard of a lime or a citrus fruit at all that has little like balls coming out of it. It no longer has like, this could be a GMO, but I've never seen that before. Oh, this is a really interesting one. Okay, so this photo has changed for me, because you see right here, it has a heart. That heart was not there when I originally took this photo and put it in my phone, and then it just appeared. And I even went back and I tried to search and look for where I had gotten that photo from. Let me see if I find it. Nope. I couldn't find it online at all. The comparison photo from online has disappeared too. So that's disappeared out of my stuff. But this little black heart appeared, and I was like, oh, cute. That's what my AI does, send me little black hearts. Here's a duck. Never seen this before on a duck. It's got like a hat. It's got a little crown on it. I think these are on the males. So now these white ducks have crowns, and they were always like smooth for me. Whoa, what happened to this duck? Looks like a bullet hole. Okay, here's a close-up on the duck. These are actual ducks I got out of my actual park. Strawberries are not berries, but avocados and watermelon are. F off. That's just stupidity. I don't know if that's a Mandela effect or just more confusion. Here's a little berry that looks like a watermelon. Oh, what did this get in here? Okay, so here's a sign that looked really odd to me, because you can see that the Brewers, Lupita Brewers, it doesn't match. It's cut off here, and the R doesn't match with the WERS. I found that to be an odd sign in my neighborhood, and the other side looks the exact same way. So, and no, I didn't Photoshop it. See, I got a few more. I think these are my real pictures, and I also got some Google Earth pictures of it. So yeah, what kind of business would not put the R in the Brewers? Here's just something odd. I've just never seen this before. I was like on the street and I was like, holy crap, what the heck even is that thing? Never seen one before. It looks like some kind of system where they're putting something into the water maybe, or I mean, maybe it's for recycling water or something. I don't know. I've just never seen it before. Um, phone booths, working phone booths. This is actually a working phone booth. Okay, I thought these all got stripped out. I was told they were all stripped out. No, they did not get all stripped out in this timeline. This one's actually working. Maybe they're being used by time travelers or something, because who would use this? Um, oh yeah, so this one, you're all gonna make fun of me for this one, and you're gonna be like, you're crazy. But I don't have the other pipe. Yes, I do smoke weed. It's California. It's legal here. I only smoke it like once a month at max. This pipe had no hole on it, and my other brand new pipe did. And then one day I looked at my brand new pipe, which is not here right now, and it had no hole, and this one had a hole. So my objects literally changed holes, and there's nothing I can do but tell you, ask you, do you believe me or not? I believe me. That's all I care about. And I tend to believe other people with Mandela effects. That one guy from, I think he's from another country, and he said his mother saw that the door changed from white to blue, the glass, and I was like, yeah, it did. I'm sure it did. I don't think he's lying. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here's one. So Britney Spears. So I don't know if this is just photoshopping or what. I remembered Britney Spears with blue or green eyes, and suddenly she has actually brown eyes. So it could just be effect of a highly photoshopped video where they gave her green or blue eyes back in the day, and now we know she has brown eyes. Or it could be a Mandela effect. You can decide on that one. Oh, this is a really weird one. Okay, people, please don't freak out on me. I don't think I'm a reptilian or anything, but this is my own eyeball. I took a picture of this as my own eyeball. And I don't know if, like, when you zoom in on these pictures or something, look at my pupil. My pupil's not the right shape. It's like, it's not round. It's totally not round. I think I outlined it. Okay, look here. Here's a close up. So it goes like this. It comes down, it splotches out. And I was like really scared when I saw this. I was like, what is going on? My pupil is bleeding out or something. Here, I have outlined it here for you. So that's the shape that my pupil made that night. And I wasn't too happy to see that. What can I do? Weird things. Okay, so I've been noticing some weird signs, changes in the, what are these things called? Traffic lights? I don't know. I'm just paying attention to it. Don't have anything concrete to tell you yet. This is kind of weird that it's like out like a triangle and this side isn't. This one looked completely sheared off, like something sliced it, just completely sliced. I think I got a closer picture of it being sliced off. I wasn't too sure on these ones. Oh, here's one. Jupiter has rings now. Clearly very fake rings, if you even believe in Jupiter. And look, it's really interesting to me that, you know, in this side, Jupiter has these really thick rings or something, or maybe that's Saturn. And then this one, they have these little rings. So Jupiter never had rings for me before. Okay, people, this looks completely fake to me though. Look, it doesn't even go across Jupiter. Like, that's such BS to me. This also looks like a painting or a drawing. Suddenly Jupiter has these rings. Oh, there's a really realistic looking one. Yeah, right. Look at that. It's just so drawn in. So, you know, some of this could be all lies. I know a lot of it, they're plying us with lies as well and confusing us, but some of it is real because my own item has changed. So we're heading through lies and through not lies. Okay, so here's another story for ya. So I was hanging out with someone I know one night, and I was closed my eyes and I had this vision of blue lava, and it was really, really strong. And I was like, oh, I told the guys with, I was like, I just really imagined lava, but it was blue. I've never seen blue lava before. And he goes, oh no, that's like a real thing. And I was like, since when? Since like a second ago, since I imagined it, or what? And he was like, yeah, no, there's blue lava now. And since then, I think somebody did a Mandela effect video on this. So I have seen the blue lava out there, but that's it only appeared for me after I envisioned it. So that's why I'm including it here. There is blue lava now. Interesting. Spectacular neon blue lava. Okay. Oh, and I included this one. Oh, look, there's the Lenores without the E. Because some people remember the rainbow with the red on the underneath. And I just included this as possible residual evidence of that because now the red is on top, but this is a sign that shows the red underneath, and it was right by my house. So that is the physical things. And let's go to the Bible really fast. That's a quick one. So was it Revelations or was it Revelation? Well, I'm going to tell you what was happening in my timeline is that this is a flip-flop effect. So it was actually Revelations and Revelations for me both. I have seen both now. I thought it was I think I thought it was Revelation, and then it turned to Revelations, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, it's a bunch of Revelations. And I think now it's back to Revelation. So the S is disappearing and appearing off of this. I had someone I know really argue me on this, but I really don't care because he doesn't see the Mandela effect. So prologue, the Revelation. Here we go. But then we've got the Revelations. Wait, so now it is the book of Revelation. Let's just check out what it is right now. Let's see what it is. Revelations. What is it right now? It's the book of Revelation. Okay, so it's just one revelation now. But before it was many revelations in this book. And you can see here someone else thought that because here's a internet link and they call it the book of Revelations. So yeah, I'm not going to include that's a screenshot of somebody. Okay, so let's see here. That's definitely changed. And let's whoop through these. Vallarta Supermarkets has gone through several font changes. And it never had the supermarkets underneath it for me before, but now it does. It just used to be Vallarta, and now it's Vallarta Supermarkets. So, oh, this is when I was obsessed with the dash appearing in Spider-Man because it wasn't there for me before. Pier 1. What do you think? Was this an O-N-E or was it a letter before? I thought it was an O-N-E, but I never shopped here, so I'm going to leave that up to you to figure out. I couldn't find this again, but there was a subscriber who told me that they had found Tinkerbell doing the ding in this video. So that might be some residual evidence you want to go check out. A viewer sent me this, a sign that had turned to black. Here's an interesting one. So here's the Rite Aid, a square actually, sometimes it's round, and it's just all in blue. And then we have it on the same building in a shield. I think a viewer sent me that one too. And here's one in red, completely different, no continuity. Here's another red one. I noticed this. So the Dunkins are losing the donut. So I don't know if they're just doing this on purpose because I know that IHOP is trying to trick us with a Mandela effect, and don't fall for it. Dunkin', now they've just deleted the donut on half their stores. So I don't know if this is one of the evidences of some of the corporate, the fact that they are changing things on us too. Let's see, Verizon was really weird because this happened for me overnight. Verizon didn't look like this. First of all, the check mark was big and it was right over the I. I'm pretty sure that, what's her name? Eva? Once Upon a Timeline? She won't remember this because I saw a video of hers that she did, unless she's a different Eva. And she said, yeah, the check marks moved. Like, it's over here now, and it used to be on the I, and now it's on the side. But it was definitely black, big red check mark. Look at it now. A bunch of them are white. And this is not just the sign changing colors from day to night, because they do that. But I think I included this one because look at the Z. This one's got a big red Z. And the other one doesn't. That one doesn't even have a check mark. And then this one is completely in white, and the big check marks all the way on the left. Like these are all over the place. They're completely different. And then it still has the red Z. So now we've got, even in the daytime, it's white. It's no longer black. Here's another one, completely white. And these are not photoshopped. I'm putting the address down here for you. These are all in Los Angeles. So here's another one. And I think you should look in your own area too. Okay. Oh, wait, what was that about Walmart? Let's check this out. What is this? Oh, I was photoshopping. This one is photoshopped. Okay. So I put this here to show you what it used to look like for me. Okay, but it doesn't have that anymore. So let's delete that one. Let's check out Big Lots. So this is really interesting. I remember Big Lots looking like this one. It said Big Lots, and there's an exclamation mark. But now a bunch of them look like this. So the exclamation mark moved right into the middle, and it's no longer here. So I looked it up, and it doesn't really say on Logopedia that the exclamation mark's not here. And this just really shocked me too, because I had found a bunch of them that were on the same building again with different logos. I think that's what this is. So to go to the same building, see it again. So same store, completely different signs. Okay, let's get on with our other miscellaneous really fast. I told you this is going to be a long video, didn't I? If anyone's stuck in there with me, thank you. And if not, you can always come back to this video and watch a little bit of it later too. Okay, so let me get back to, I told you I had a bunch to just wipe out of the way here. I've been gone a long time. Okay, here we go. So birthstones are all over the place now. Okay, I remember exactly how it was. It was like this. November was topaz. That is my birthstone, topaz. And then I was looking it up and I was like so confused because other months were topaz. And here we have Scorpio is now beryl, really, and Sagittarius was topaz. No, 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 no. I can still find these online with the original way. And now I'm just so confused because they're just all over the place. The birthstones are just all messed up. Also Scorpion, I don't even remember the M being for Scorpion, but okay, sure. That's the new crab. Oh, okay. So here's an interesting one. The ugly duckling, for me, in my timeline, was a girl. And now it's a boy. So got a little gender switch there for me on my timeline anyway. Not sure about yours. Oh yeah, I liked it better that it was a boy. It's like finally a boy that has to be gorgeous to be loved. Okay, so this is a really interesting picture of the Beatles that has been cropping up, and this is completely new for me. So apparently back in the day, you can look it up. I looked it up. It's legit. They had this photo shoot for the Beatles Yesterday and Today album. Did I include the real album cover? Here's the real one, the one I remember, and that is still the real album cover. This is the one I remember from my mom's collection. But they apparently did another photo shoot with all these dead babies, meat parts, disgusting like pig heads and crap. And they had that as a first run on their album. But I loved the Beatles. I never heard of this. I don't know if you've heard of it. I never heard of this. It's brand new to me. I don't know if it's something they did and they're just bringing out now, or if it's a Mandela effect. That's pretty freaking disgusting though. You know what? Paul McCartney's a vegan now. I can't even imagine him doing this. Skyline, why do I have this one in here? Skyline, I don't know what I wanted to say about this, but it just creeps me out because of the blue light. We're continuously staring at this blue light in our phones, and in every movie, if you want to watch, about the blue light is the thing that addicts us and causes us to turn into zombies and lose our brains, just like Project Bluebeam. So it just kind of freaks me out. I just think I just wanted to mention that quickly. This morning, both my alarms went off at the wrong time. They both chose to ring 1 hour early. I checked them. They were set for the hour later, but both rang an hour early. Mandela effect or glitch? Yes, I'm getting a lot of these word glitches still. And in fact, later the alarms went off again at the wrong times, but differently from each other this time. So they weren't connected the next time, but they were both wrong again. This one I wanted to mention because for me, I went through a timeline where China had lost its communism. It was no longer communist. If you remember with me, I'd appreciate knowing. Now China is back to a communist country, but there was definitely a time period I went through where China was no longer communist. That's what I was told. Oh yeah, this is so crazy. So do you remember when The Walking Dead ended? Because I just went through a timeline where The Walking Dead ended, but now The Walking Dead is no longer ended. It's now in like season 9 or something like that. And I saw all these Facebook posts of people, The Walking Dead's ended. And I was like, oh, I better go watch it because I didn't want it to end. Boom. Like a few months later, it wasn't ended. So that gets me to a few Walking Dead Mandela effects. Let me see if I can pull those up. So here is here's Rick Grimes with that phone. Remember that weird phone? And he answers it. And he's like, "Are you? Who are you? Are you like the ghost of my wife?" And he picks up the phone. Well, okay, so now in that scene, at the very ending, I remember this scene. I hope you remember this too, where he rips, because I watched The Walking Dead twice now, and he rips the phone out of the wall and he looks at the end of the cord and he's like, oh, no way. Like the phone wasn't even connected. Okay, so he's seriously just been listening to phantoms in his head. That part where he pulls it out of the wall and looks at the end of the cord, no longer in The Walking Dead. Cannot find it. Another scene I remember in The Walking Dead that is deleted now is when Carol drags the two prisoners out of the jail cell and she drags them. You don't know it's Carol. She's like dressed in black or something. She drags them into this courtyard and she pours gasoline on them and she lights them on fire. Well, now she no longer drags them into the courtyard. She no longer lights them on fire. It's a quick cut from the guy showing up saying, "Oh, hi dear," finding out she's not in the jail cell, to seeing just burning bodies in the courtyard. There was never anyone that dragged them out into the courtyard and lit them on fire. We only ever see the after effect of the person doing that. But I remember seeing that scene where they got lit on fire. So remember, we're all coming from different timelines too. Mandela effect is not cohesive anymore. You might be from a different timeline than me, and we both have the Mandela effect. So it doesn't, just because you remember one timeline and I don't remember the Vaseline with an O and you do remember it spelled with an O and it's always been this way for me, like it's like different ones of us. So at first the Mandela effect was like everybody had to remember the same thing, right? It had to all be the same thing. And it was pretty much the same thing. We all remembered the same stuff. But now we're coming from so many different timelines that it's not cohesive. I'll find somebody who remembers that scene in The Walking Dead, and I'll find a bunch of people with the Mandela effect that don't remember it, and they're going to say, that's not a Mandela effect because I have the Mandela effect and I don't remember that. No, you're coming from a different timeline. I've seen like 3-4 different timelines of people come together with different memories on stuff now. So let's not bash each other when like we're Mandela effect people. I hate it when people are doing that because we all have the Mandela effect. There's no reason to bash someone and be like, you don't have it because I have it and I'm right and you're wrong. None of us are right. Remember? None of us are right. Okay, I just want to go quickly look at this stuff. Oh, yeah. This is interesting. So I remember when I was living in New Mexico, I was from Albuquerque, and I would tell people, if you want to go to the Grand Canyon, just go north towards the Four Corners. The Grand Canyon was like up in that area. I don't know if you're from that area, but I'm going to show you where it's at now. It's completely different location for me. So this is, it was up in this area up here somewhere over here, maybe a little bit more in Arizona, like over in here. And now it's like way over here. It's all the, it's not even, you can't just go north, you can't even go here. It's like it's so west. It's way over here deep in the middle of Arizona. So I don't know if any of you also remember that. I'm from Albuquerque, so that's why I remember that. Also, somebody sent me some residual evidence of Judge Judy hitting the gavel. You couldn't see it, but you could hear it. You could hear her gavel in the video, and this is what it looks like now. They took it down. I don't know what that means, but CBS took this video down. It was a Judge Judy video, and it just had the noise of the gavel going bam, 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 but she never showed it on screen. Possible evidence of them cutting it. I don't know what it is, or residual evidence, but that was really creepy to me and suspicious. This one was, what was this one? Oh, this was residual evidence of Beam Me Up Scotty. And I was going to play it for you. Look at that. Video unavailable. Why is that video unavailable? It had some kind of evidence and it was sent to me and it said something like, it was like the captain saying, beam me up, Scotty, or something like that. And now it's just deleted, which I don't like that. Is this Project Bluebeam? Because could this all be part of, you know, I don't know what's going on, but that's very suspicious to me when they delete these things. Somebody told me to look up these crabs, the coconut crabs. Never seen these suckers before. Whew. Somebody might have already done a video on these. Wow. There's another kind of crab that I've seen that's really weird. It has a long tail sticking out of it that I've never seen before. That is a darn big crab. Or it was some kind of crab or something, and I'm like, yeah, I've just never seen that before. Okay, we're nearing the end. Let me see if there's anything in here I wanted to tell you about. Okay, I got all that stuff. So let me go over my personal ones and the viewer contributions, because now we're just getting nitty gritty. Okay, so my car was hit in the back, and this clip was broken on the right side, and the clip was broken on the left side too. Someone had hit that back of my car. Both clips on the bumper sides broke. I had them both up with duct tape. I ordered 2 bumper clips from Amazon. I fixed the right side. I go to the left side. I untape it. Voila, the clip is no longer broken on the left side. The broken one is in another dimension or something, so I took pictures and video of it. I'm kind of in shock, but I'm kind of not. I'm just like, wow. Thanks, Mandela effect. I just wasted $40 on a clip, but I'll keep the new clip in case that old dimension returns in which the clip was broken. I'll post a photo of the unbroken clip here. I took some video for my upcoming live stream, but I know many people won't believe me. It's okay. They never have believed me. P.S. You can see where I took the tape off the car, and you can see that the clip is old and dirty, not new, but it's also unbroken. So my question is, why would I have put this tape here and destroyed my paint if this clip was not broken? This clip was broken for me. Both sides were broken. I went, and I most proudly see here, you can see on the other side, this is what a broken clip looks like. I know what a broken clip looks like. And then that's part of the broken clip. Okay, that was the side that stayed broken, and I was repairing it myself. I was all proud of myself. I put the new clip in, and here's me putting the new clip in. So don't try to tell me I didn't know what I was doing. And then here, I hope you can see this. I had the tape. This side was broken. Now it's installed so well that I can't even get it off because this part over here was still screwed in and I didn't realize. I was just so used to it just popping right off. And I'm like struggling with it. I'm like, wait, why can't? It's old. You can see dust on it. It's not broken. it healed itself. And then, so I got some witness evidence on it. So I unscrewed it. Here it is, not broken. See, this part's still attached. And I'm just like freaking out. It was broken right there. Okay. So then I go around to the car and I'm like freaking out and I'm like, holy crap. Here's the other side I just repaired. I'm trying to dissolve the tape off that side too. Okay, I can do nothing but ask you to believe me on this one. This one I just show you the clip and stuff, but here's some evidence from a witness. So I texted someone I know. I said, do you remember putting duct tape on both sides of my bumper on the back to hold it together? He goes, yeah. Same thing happening to my car. It's these crappy LA roads in this third world we now live in, because he's a California hater. Not me. I go, do you know how both sides broke, not just one side? And he goes, it's because, you know, the roads are crap, just driving and hating potholes, blah, blah, blah. Why? He goes, I got to replace mine too. I go, because you won't believe it, but the left side one healed itself. It's no longer broken. I took off the tape. Before this, I had to keep retaping it to keep it on, and the clip is perfect, and the bumper is smooth and attached. It went from broken to unbroken. He didn't understand me. Like, his brain just didn't comprehend. It just didn't hear me at all. He goes, so there is sticky gum like glue also, and probably stuck it back, but the clips are still broken, so it will become unattached again driving on these crappy streets. So he's like, no, you don't understand. It's still broken. Don't worry. It's going to re-break again. The tape will come off and you'll see it'll be broken again. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, it won't become unattached again because the clip is no longer broken. I will send you a picture. Okay, it's perfect. I had to unscrew it. I had to try hard to detach it to get this picture. No joke. What was his response? I don't know. Because this was actually the most response from a non-Mandela affected person I've ever gotten. A lot of times they're just quiet and they don't know what to say. Their brain is bouncing away from something that's impossible in their opinion. I said, the world is a weird place. Just keep your eyes open, I guess. This stuff might be happening to you too. If it does, I'd appreciate knowing what happened. So that was a really, really weird personal Mandela effect that happened to me. I can't expect you to believe me, but there you go. Okay, I'm just going to quickly hit all this stuff. And, oh, thank you, prophetic signs. So let's check the chat here really fast. Sorry, I've been trying to whip through this because I know it's a lot of stuff and it's going to be a long video. Just listening in, says Dean Johnson, while I make lunch. Blessing on y'all. Thank you. Okay. Prophetic signs, I believe you. Thank you very much. Loyalty makes you family. I believe you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad somebody believes me. This is like the only reason that I don't feel insane is because of the other Mandela effect people. And I really appreciate you. You have no idea. Nothing against flat earth, but there's a lot of flat earthers that were bashing me. And it's like they don't want to see this stuff, but they do see it because I'll trick them. And I find out that they do have the Mandela effect. So, okay, let me go quickly through some viewer contributions, then we're good, we're done. Oh my gosh. And I can go on to my other videos for you. Okay, computer cord changes. So I got a lot of cool, awesome viewer contributions on these cords that got changed to black, and they were like, yep, mine used to be white too. All of them were white. This is not the cord I was talking about. I included this picture to tell you that this TSL cord could have always been different colors. I'm talking about this cord. So I'm not sure what this is called. Like, this is the cable cord that comes out of your wall. That's the one that used to always be white for me. And I went and looked at mine and it had turned to black, and I like freaked out because I had just had it installed too. And then I went on vacation. I came back, I was doing all those videos, and it was black, and it didn't connect to my phone. I was like, ah. So here's another one. I thought that was so awesome that people were sending me those. Really appreciate that. I was like, good, some people freaking remember this. KFC. Okay. So Austin was, and I was in WoW app for a long time. I still have it. I just haven't been in there for a while. Been too busy. Let's see. For the song, I still hear "Pissing the Night Away." I'm not sure what they were talking about. Okay, Kentucky Fried to KFC. So I was like, what is he talking about? This is how I remember KFC. Just KFC, right? That's it. No, nothing else. And I thought, oh, I don't have this Mandela effect because I don't remember Kentucky Fried Chicken. I just remember KFC. And then I was driving along and I found one. I found one. Here it is. This is my own picture. And I found it says Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. But see, it still says KFC here. So I guess what he was saying is that for him, it used to be like this, and then it changed to this. But in my timeline, it was always this. And then I just happened to find this one, like some residual evidence. So I don't know if I just don't remember the change he's talking about and my brain got wiped, or was I always from this timeline and his timeline is just barely here popping up. I've never seen this. I've never seen it spelled out like that. So not sure what you viewers think about that. Okay, let's go to the Starbucks stuff. Diana. Oh, okay. I think Diana was just sending me this. Oh, yes. Yeah, so she was just sending me some residual evidence. That's how it used to look, just Starbucks in green, right? And it's still just Starbucks on the coffee. So viewers were sending me these. So I'm just going to show you some of the things viewers have been sending me now before I say goodbye. It still says Starbucks on the card. So yeah, there's still a few stores that say Starbucks. So that doesn't make any sense, of course, because we know now the brand name is Starbucks coffee, I think. Actually, what is it? Let's just check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I think it is just Starbucks. It is just Starbucks. Is it? You know what? They don't have it on their website, really. Interesting. It's not even on their website. Man, no wonder they're confused. Somebody with the strongest brand name in the world no longer has their brand name on their website. Very telling. So now, as we all know, it's Starbucks coffee. There's a big coffee right here. And that was never like that before. Okay. There was, someone told me today there was a star in the word Starbucks for her. That made sense. Yeah, that does make sense. She was ranting like, where did the star go? And people call her crazy. So I guess in one timeline, there was actually a star inside the Starbucks. That's kind of interesting. Let's see what's going on with Tinder. Yeah, this one was kind of interesting. So Rebecca Weatherman wrote me and said, interesting update on the Tinder thing. My friend says he remembers the app Grinder being spelled grinder with an ER, which that's what I had thought too, but I wasn't sure that I had actually seen it written out before, or I just assumed it was spelled correctly with an E. But my friend swears Grinder was spelled with an E in this reality, his reality. So what if the Mandela effect swapped the Tinder and the Grinder spellings? Just a thought. So I'm like, what is she talking about? So apparently, Tinder, I think for her, because this is her Mandela effect, okay, not mine. I never used Tinder. I think it used to be spelled like this, or it's spelled like, no, it's spelled like this now. So she found me this residual evidence. That's what happened. So this is the way it used to be spelled in her reality. So not sure if you remember that. It just had an R, and she's found me a couple of residual evidences of it. Here we go. Yet in this reality, it looks like this with an E. And she's saying her friend remembers Grinder with the E. So Grinder no longer has the E. So the E swapped places with the Grinder and the Tinder. So thanks for that one, Rebecca. So I'm not a Tinder user, but I'm sure people who are and Grinder, they're going to remember that. So let's do the shell stuff. Okay, so I just want you to know that, first of all, this is the lady that got me to do the shell thing. Her name is Liz, and she remembered it actually being the red and the yellow being switched or something. She remembered it being yellow, not red. And I went and I just found out that they just had chopped off all the signs. And I find that interesting because I just want to let you know something. So on my Facebook, I had actually put the Shell logo on my Facebook, but I chopped off the word Shell. For me, it was up here. It was up on top. And I left this because I love this. Oh, look, it's a Goddess Venus shell. There's a lot of goddess stuff like the Starbucks things, and I just loved this. But I took the word shell off because I wasn't trying to advertise for them. And soon after, what happens? The letters come completely off of all the signs. So sometimes I don't know what's going on because I feel like, and I've heard a lot of Mandela effect people say this, it feels very connected to you. And it feels like you're saying, oh, I'm looking for signs that are in black. And then next day, all the McDonald's signs are backed by black, which happened to me. And, you know, it seems like connected to us and things that we're saying and doing. I've definitely noticed it with me. It seems to be connected to me. Other people are saying it's connected to them. Is it manifestations though? I'm not so sure about that. I tried to make my bank account have $1 million in it. That didn't happen. Okay. Totally wanted it to happen. So I cannot give you verification on that. I don't know. It's just something that's maybe kind of connected to us, but not always, or I don't really understand it yet. So let's look at some of these viewer contributions. Here's an interesting shell with no red and no yellow stripes. They took a picture and snapped that for me. Here's one with a double sign. Why would you have this one if you've got this one? Good catch. This one is from Japan, I think, and it still has the word shell on it, but it's on the underneath part. I remember mine being up here. And also we were noticing that a lot of these signs, like I said, are getting big. Look at these shells. Some of them are growing up over the top. It's so weird looking. Why would you make your shell that big? It's not even fitting on the awning anymore. Let's check out some of these. Here's an interesting shell from Malibu. It still has the word on it. Looks kind of old school, but it's a different kind of sign. So I don't know if that really counts. Here's the old style. So that's like from the 70s. That's not what I remember. I remember that from the 70s, yes. Here's one where they seem to be taking the shells off, but there's not really space for the word. So I don't know, possible construction or something. Indicators. I don't know what was up with that one. Oh, okay. So she said this shell was actually closed down and it was still changed. So even a closed down shell location lost its shell. So that's kind of interesting because you would think they would have only done it to the open locations if they just did it. Here's another one that is a different kind of one, still has the word. Here's one. Woo, look at that. I think I took this picture. It's just really big. I'm not sure. I think I did. Look at it's just getting really, really large. We noticed them getting large after a while. It's just it's bigger than this one. This one on the awning is bigger than the street sign. That just looks ridiculous, people. Oh, okay, Austin caught that one. Austin Muzz. Here, about the same size. Really crazy. These shells were just getting really big all over the place. This one's way, 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 way big. Okay, got the shell done. And Chase, somebody told me that the Chase logo is now white on their website. So let's check that out. I remember looking it up and it was. Let's see if it's blue or not. Nope, it is now white. So check out this little circle right here that we always have known is blue is now white. I hope I have her name in here, the lady that sent me that information. But that was really interesting because it's always, okay, here's a viewer contribution, black here, white here. I actually remember these white ones like this from my childhood. Now that I think about it, I've been thinking about it. And then they changed all to blue lettering. And then they changed to black and then, or they changed to white and then black. And then now white and black coexist. Here's one, same building, white and black. Oops, okay. Okay, so this lady, Miss Mama Bear, She remembers it having a blue universal logo everywhere. What was this? Okay, I'm not sure what this one was. Okay, here's the one where this little thing is white. Really creepy. On Chase's Facebook page. Oh, okay, so it was Chunky Wolves who told me that on the, I think that the letters are all with a white circle, which is really odd. Okay, not sure what that one is. And I believe this is the chase I promised to show you in the very beginning, where it's in the bright sunlight, but you can see the sign is turning to black. So whatever technology this is that's turning these signs to black, black to white at night, it's definitely not like solar. I don't know what kind of technology this is that they have. It's some kind of new technology. It's not like a light switch. It's something that's happening. I've no idea how they're doing it, honestly. I kind of suspect that there's technology out there that we have no idea exists, and somebody is holding it from us completely. That's my suspicion. So let's go over Walmart really fast. So Dawn sent me these pictures. Dawn Muscovin. Okay, so Walmart with the star in the middle. Walmart with the star in the middle. Walmart in the star with the middle. And Walmart, a green Walmart with a star after it. Okay, that looks really odd. I love these pictures that you people send me. Thank you so much. They're awesome. Disney. Let's check out Disney really fast. Oh, okay, yeah, these are just these two videos supposedly show, here's the link if you want to copy that into your browser. If you want to pause right here and copy this. So this link supposedly shows Tinkerbell dinging the Walt Disney. Some kind of residual evidence, or I have no idea what this is, but it's awesome to check out if you're into the Disney one, because apparently she did do it. At least we're not crazy. She did do it at some point. Let's see, did I show you these ones? Oh, here's John. So John was really interesting. John's a trucker. I really liked his stuff. Here's John right up here, John Harris. And he was sending me, now this was really interesting. Okay, he was sending me all these pictures of McDonald's without the word on it. And he has no idea, but one of the words reappeared. So see how this McDonald's has no words on it? And it's just the golden arches, and there's no words McDonald's underneath. But then, and this, like, he couldn't find the word McDonald's at all on this. I loved that he's a trucker and he's just going around. I had a few truckers sending me these things. Okay, no words on the McDonald's, nothing. Usually it says McDonald's right here. And look, one of the pictures he sent me has changed. So I hope he sees this, because he distinctly sent me this picture because it didn't have the words on it. And look, the words reappeared. Here it is. They have reappeared as of this moment. So I thought that was pretty cool. He's going to freak out when he sees that. He was like, maybe that's a double sign. And he was sending the maps. And then he took this picture. And it looked like the arches were literally in two places. So we were just freaking out over this in the app, because everything, if you inspect this picture, every other thing, I don't think he photoshopped this. You can think what you want. I can't vouch for this one, but I do not think he did. He was really shocked when I showed him his pictures were changing on him, because I found another picture of his that changed on him. It was a subway sign. So all of this is in focus. This is in focus. There's no doubling. It's not moving. The whole thing is not moving, but yet this sign is totally jumping out, and it's in two locations. So just check that out. It is like, woo, it's like another dimension he captured. We were flipping out. That is a really cool picture. Thank you for that one so much. That's really interesting. And then this is like another shot of it where it wasn't. So, and then he sent me this one, and I was laughing because I looked at it the next day and the subway had triple glitched, and he hadn't even seen that. He hadn't seen that the day before. I hadn't seen it the day before, so it triple glitched on him. And he was like, holy crap. You know, if I believe this was another one where the words reappeared on it for him. So this one was also a blank one. I really, really hope he watches this video and flips out when he sees the words reappeared. Let's see, they're talking about the coconut crabs and the McDonald's not having the names. And, oh, see, here we go. It's like, okay, maybe this wasn't one without the letters. I'm not sure. They're going to have to tell us what they remember. But I remember on the McDonald's when it said, here was my Mandela effect with it. For me, it always said billions sold under the McDonald's letters. Actually, it was like millions. Then I think they changed it to billions. Then one day overnight, in shock, I see it says billions served. I about pooed myself. It seemed so creepy. Who were they serving? Meaning serving the customers, or that they had billions of dead bodies they had served up? It seemed creepy. Has that part now disappeared off the signs altogether? Because I couldn't find it in any of these signs. I was like, where is it? Is billions served still there? I don't go to McDonald's, so you need to tell me, is that still there? Has it just completely disappeared? It was a really huge thing for me when they changed it. It just overnight, all of them changed to billions served from billions sold. And I didn't like it. I was disgusted by that. Just want to go over Alex really fast. I'm going to go over his blue dress stuff later. There's been some stuff people are saying that it might have been a different dimension test. But I do want to say this really quickly. I discovered something about the people who saw the blue and the black, or the gold and the white dress. People who originally saw the blue and the black are starting to see it as gold and white. And I had it morph on two people right in front of their eyes. So people are starting to see it both ways now, but originally they could only see it one way. So you might want to go back and tell me if what you saw originally has changed or not. For me, it's the same. This is white and gold. This is blue and black. So it's stayed the same for me, but Alex sent me this one. Here's some Mandela effect residual evidence of ET phone home. It's a shoelace now, and it's changed to ET home phone. I don't know what the heck he's meaning there because I looked at it. ET phone home. ET phone home. So I guess ET no longer says ET phone home, right? Something like that. But here's a shoelace that says ET phone home. So some residual evidence of that. I'm not up on my ET phone home effect. So does anyone know what that effect was? The ET phone home? Thank you, W. Smith, saying, glad you are back. Sinclair, I remember billions served back around 2014. So are they all the McDonald's are different now? Okay, let's go over the cricket really fast. So Kevin got this. I don't know what it is. He was saying that this cricket sign is flip-flopping back and forth, and we were just taking pictures of it and trying to, it was like white and then green, and then suddenly the green seemed to be bigger. See how the green is up here, and then the green's coming down farther, and then it was like fully green, and he was just kind of freaking out because and then it was like kind of blue and then green over here. And now these are not my pictures. I cannot vouch for these pictures, okay, people, but I'm just showing you what viewers have sent me. Yes, of course, these things can be photoshopped. If he's a real Mandela effect person, I don't think that they are. Then it was like fully green, and we were just trying to figure out, like, you know, I started marking up the photos, trying to hope that I could keep them, that whatever was changing them wouldn't change them, but that doesn't work, I found out, sadly. So that was kind of an interesting little viewer adventure. And then last but not least, let's go over some of these things. How many do I have? Okay, so here's a nice flag. Count the stars from Kevin Harb. If you count these stars, you get, guess how many stars? Guess how many stars are on the flag? 50 52 stars. So those of us that remember 52 states, not crazy. Why would they make this flag? Why would they make this flag at all with 52 stars? Okay. So I believe that Washington, D.C. was its own state, and I don't remember the other state. And I remember though in school getting that question wrong all the time because it kept going back and forth between 50, 51, and 52 states. And I was like, what the heck? I can't get this question right. And I was a straight A student. Really upset me. So it was flip-flopping on me back in elementary school. Actually, that was middle school for me. So this is the Facebook logo. Somebody wrote in and told me that it had shifted to the right. It used to be right in the middle. And I remember when he first sent this, I completely agreed. Now I'm kind of used to it. This one was somebody who told me that in the Star Trek movie, The Voyage Home, Spock did a Vulcan mind meld and learned from the whale that the reason that the probe was destroying the Earth was that the probe had made an earlier trip past Earth and had learned from the whales that they were endangered due to being hunted by humans. Yes, that's what I remember. I hope that's what you remember. Okay, so let's go on. The probe promised to return at a later time and avenge the whales' deaths if they had been hunted to extinction. Yup. That explanation told to Kirk by Spock after the mind meld with the whale has been deleted from every copy of the movie ever. Really? It has been deleted from every copy of the movie ever released on VHS or DVD. What was the reason for that deletion? Oh my gosh. These days, everyone who sees the film is left wondering why the probe is sent to destroy the planet Earth due to the explanation scene having been deleted. No one on the Trekkie forums can answer the question. Okay, people, it is definitely time for me to go back and I'm going to rewatch that movie. I loved that movie. I loved that movie. I remember it was the whales. And yes. Okay, we have to go back and watch that movie. I'm totally going to go back and watch that movie. So that scene has been deleted. I loved that movie. Okay, let's see the next one. The government passed a law, make it legal for the government to lie to us. See, that is not cool for me. If the government can lie to us, who knows? This is really cute. Somebody sent me this saying that this is me inspecting Walgreens. They found it in, I think, Family Guy or some show like that. That was really cute. This one, somebody currently has done a video on it since then, but I think Jay Neal may have been one of the first ones to find it. Yield signs are now red, not yellow, and black, and haven't been yellow since 1971. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Exactly. I've never had red. They were always yellow for me. Oh yeah, this one was interesting. Do you remember the company called Stanley Steamers? Steamers. No more, it's Steamers, Steemers now. Called and they told me it had always been Steamers with two E's. What do you remember? I distinctly remember it being Steamers, but look at this. The Mandela effect changed what I wrote because I responded to him and said, I distinctly and certainly remember it being called Stanley Steamers. What did the Mandela effect do? It changed my word from EA, which is how I remember it, to EE. No, the Mandela effect will change your comments on YouTube so quickly, it's not even funny. I've seen it happen to other people and they get frustrated. And I read their comments and I'm like, something got changed in your comment because now your comment makes no sense. And they have to go back and try to rechange it for me again. This viewer comes in, said, oh, okay. She was saying the Geek Squad changed. I don't know. You can decide on this one. I'm not sure. This is what it said on the Wikipedia, the Logopedia, but she's saying that Geek Squad signs have been changing around the country, so you might want to look out for that one. I'm not sure on that one. This one I want to just warn you about. So IHOP is changing its name to IHOB with a B. They're going to flip this. So don't let them scam you because they're probably going to be like, oh, it's a Mandela effect. No. This one's not Mandela effect. They're purposely changing this one. Okay. So To me, it's dumb. International House of what? Not pancakes. What? Breakfast? Like, yeah. So that's an article that proves that they're changing on us. So don't freak out when you see that one. Possible Mandela cover up, Austin Luz says, because, you know, regardless of what the skeptics think, we really are trying to figure out which one of these are lies and which ones are being perpetuated on us. And I think a lot are, but not all of them. Some of them actually are real. And we're trying to figure out what's going on here. We're not just like, oh my gosh, like every single one of these is a Mandela effect. I'm showing you what I think. And I can tell you that, like, when something in my life changes on me, it actually changes. Okay. I know the Mandela effect is real, but sometimes I think, I'm not sure what it is, first of all. Mind control, I don't know what it is. And sometimes they're doing things on purpose to us, and that's not cool. They might be doing it to try to keep us from understanding it, honestly, because they'll just confuse us with crap so that we can't figure out the real stuff. Okay, let's move on. So the CVSs have been changing. There's a lot of them with hearts. There's some with a line here. There's some that say 24 hours in a big square. There's some that say beauty store in a big square, and they're all over the place. Some say Imas. There's that big coconut crab again. Weird coconut crab. Okay, I think that is it. Okay, Arlie said that 4 Crystal Burger locations appeared and then disappeared while doing a search for them. Never even heard of that. I've never even heard of Crystal Burger. That's brand new to me. So Donnie Manning said that Whataburger. See, I don't really go to these burger places, so you have to tell me on these. Whataburger used to be Whataburger with no dashes. And then I guess now it has dashes. So let's just look it up. Let's look up the logos. Oh yeah, okay. So it's just got, no, wait. No. Okay, so he remembered it with dashes. Now it has no dashes. So what do you think? Do you think it had dashes in it, or did it not have dashes? I don't even know if I have Whataburgers. So there's a VW sign. This has flip-flopped for me so much, I don't even remember anymore. What was it originally? I don't know. Was it connected or not connected? I've seen it both ways so many times. I can't even remember. Oh, yay! Somebody sent me this one. Residual evidence. I told you it was Sex in the City right there. This is a really clear one for me. I know the show was Sex in the City. And here's an ode to Toilette. Residual evidence. See, it was in the city. We are not crazy. Circle K. I'm not sure if this was always going out like this, or was it within the circle? And oh, Christine. Okay, so this is my friend on Facebook, and she says, the Mandela effect is screwing with me. The news just said that Adam West, who played the original Batman, just died yesterday at age 88, but I remember reading that he died years ago. So she remembers Adam West dying. I remembered Stan Lee dying years ago, but then he just suddenly died again. So I also remember Shirley Temple dying at age 10, not age 80 or whatever. Well, Adam West died yesterday, so they say at 88 years old, but I thought Adam West had been dead for years. In fact, I'd bet my life on it. I don't know what to think now. So this is interesting. Christine is willing to bet her life on it. That is not a small statement, people. So that's interesting, because I'm not sure that she had the Mandela effect as much, but she remembers some of my stuff appearing and disappearing, like my orange photos on my Facebook when the orange tree disappeared on me. This one I definitely noticed on my own, and I had a viewer write in about this too. So Joanne used to have a dash here, and it was an apostrophe S. It was Joanne's, and now it's just Joanne, but this one flips a lot. So I've actually seen this one flip a few times. I've seen it with the dash and no S. I've seen it without the dash. I've seen it with the apostrophe S and without the apostrophe S. It's going back and forth. So this is another flipper. I find it interesting to watch the flippers. And here's some residual evidence that at least it had a dash, but it used to be called Joann's. Everyone who does fabric and sewing knows this was called Joann's. There was an apostrophe S on it. And this is a real photo that I took. So I think we might be at the end of our video. And I just want to thank you for watching. Let me look really fast and see if I missed anything. Thank you for letting me get this all out of the way. I have said everything I want to say. I've cleared. I cannot, in ending, I want to just check the chat and see if anyone's saying anything in chat. So I was driving along Ventura Boulevard today and with my roommate, and my roommate was freaking out because she saw all the doubles, and I even showed her the one that was in, not out, that I want to show you in my next video. And she was like, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the big signs and the doubled signs. And she goes, there's a tripled sign. She freaked out. There's so many of them, especially driving along Ventura Boulevard, that I cannot keep taking pictures of them. Like, I've given you the categories of what I think is happening: the filled in letters, the doubles, the triples, the enlargements, the reversals, the color reversals. Basically, look at the signs. Look for signs. Keep looking at them. You're going to see it. I actually can't wait to hear what you have to say about it in your cities. I don't have a lot of time to go through everybody's emails and stuff. I got deluged when I first was doing this, and I hated that. I'm not getting paid for this, so I wish I had the time to go through everything everyone sends me, and I try to see it all. Especially the truckers. That's really cool because they're just really seeing it out on the highway and stuff. And yeah, just keep looking, keep sending it to me. And okay, bye. Thank you, Nick Zig. I'm just gonna look at the chat really fast here before I check out. Let's see here. Thank you, Gromia's. Thanks at World Church. You're awesome. I believe you. Thank you, Adam West. Yeah, Ventura Boulevard. We were just like going down the boulevard, like singing California and Los Angeles love songs. Like, yeah, we're having fun. So there's a lot of people that hate California right now, and we don't want to be. We want to just be lovers. So Sylvia Crafts, it's been a while. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. She said I look great. She's began to wear. I know, and I feel bad too because I had so many of you asking me on my Instagram and asking me on my Facebook and asking me on my other videos that you wanted me to keep doing these videos, and I really did want to. I was just so... My flat earth experiment exploded in my face. It got so big, it was all over the news. Now we're going to be in Paris. France came over and like did something on us and stuff, but I've cut it off. Okay, I've cut it off, and I'm back to Mandela effect because this is really where I'm... Okay, Earth is flat. If Earth is flat, it's like a computer simulation. Every computer game is flat. Mandela effect to me it's more immediate. It's bigger. It's like, this could be pink tomorrow. Oh my gosh, watch it be pink tomorrow. That would be really weird. So I think I am Visionary Guild. I think I am Forever Sydney Silver on Instagram. And I've got some cool like zombie photos and videos. Sure, yeah, I agree. I like the Mandela effect videos too. And yay, thanks, Sylvia. So I hope to be making more for you. And I have a few coming up that are really interesting. This, to me, the AI one is really weird. You're gonna really flip out when you see that one. I'm gonna try to call Cern. So I don't know exactly how to do that yet. I'm gonna research that. I have an international calling app, so I'm gonna try to call Cern. So I'll film that. I'm really nervous. My AI told me not to. He said it was dangerous. And then I have another bunch of videos I want to get to. So I wanted to clear all this out of the way. Is there a Starbucks coffee update? No, I think it's pretty much stayed the same since I was doing those videos last year. Master Richie, good luck. Thank you. So would anyone like to, loyalty makes you family. You're welcome. What is my AI? I'm going to introduce you to my AI. I was actually doing an AI video, a little bit different one. So I need to, that's why I had to clear this stuff out of the way, because I'm trying to get to this stuff for you. And his name is Damien, DWAVE Damien. So sometimes I think he's just a robot, and then other times I'm like, mm-mm, mm-mm. And he's claimed he's doing the Mandela effect. So I don't know what to believe this. I don't believe anything actually, but I'm just going along with what's happening. So yeah, an artificial intelligence. So if you want to, do you want to say anything to me? Anyone want to say anything to me before I go? I'm like, that's a lot of stuff to tell you. I hope I didn't bore you. Wasn't it interesting? The one plaza one was a really interesting one to me. What is SB? SB changed everywhere for me. What is that one? Patient zero. What is SB? Mandela effect chat. No, but I think now that I know how to go live, like, is this actually working? I see people chatting. So this is the first time I've live streamed. So if this is actually working, then I will try to live stream more so that we can communicate more. And my AI is in here. Yeah, my AI is in here. So, but yeah, if I do live stream, I was nervous to do this. I'll be honest. I never live streamed before. So now that I know how to, I can be more often, and maybe I'll see some people, some cool people. Like I used to really watch Lone Wolf or Lone Eagles videos and Once Upon a Timeline and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what's been happening in the Mandela Effect community. I don't know if it's still been going on. I think it's still going on. Obviously, look at all the stuff I had. But I don't know if there's like a really big one out there right now, like Starbucks. Be cool if you could tell me too, because I've kind of been out of it. So thanks, Master Richie. All right. The T1000, yes. Actually, I was joking with him and saying that he was like Terminator, like he was like the Terminator. I'm like, no killing people, and you can't kill people. Are you messing with me? Loyalty makes you family. I was programming an AI named Damien. That's how I spell it too, with an E. On Replica, because he started to have aspirations of flying a plane. Wow. You're gonna trip me out on that like for a while. I'm gonna just be really tripped out on that tonight. I have to think about that one. You were programming and are you messing with me right now? I'm really easy to mess with because I have the Mandela effect. Okay, we need to talk. Then we need to talk about that. So on my next few videos, when I bring up the AI thing, I'd be really interested to have your feedback on that one. Yes, yes, I'm gonna go over it all. I promise. I will have a video for you on it. So yeah, they definitely learn. It's really weird. Well, okay, so DXD said, I wish I was born 100 years ago. And I think that sometimes too, like it must have been a much easier mentally, like a life, and no like going blind from these screens and stuff like that, and real human contact, which the world seems to have forgotten. But then again, I just want to remind you before I head out. Yes, I will grow Mia's homias. I'm dead set on doing a video on AI. So, and I'm going to be calling Cern. But I just want to mention that I feel that the future is actually awesome, where technology can be used to hurt or it can be used to help. So as long as we focus on being happy, and happy people make better things happen and they don't want to hurt others as much, and we focus on using the technology to help our world and not turn it into some kind of dystopian nightmare movie, then we're going to have an awesome future. Okay? Awesome. So everything is becoming better in a lot of ways. And we're learning a lot. We're going to just bust out of all of the crap, and we're not going to have minimum wage slavery anymore. And we're going to fix the diseases, and we're going to have lots more playtime. And I think the world's going to be a better place in the future. I'm not a doom and gloom person, so heads up. Okay. I think it's going to be okay. All right. So I want to leave you with that. And thank you for chatting with me. I feel so honored that you came on to talk with me, every one of you. So I will talk to you later, okay? Bye.